Hi everyone, welcome to our 10-minute stretching routine for our splits. We're going to start off with a warm-up and then get into the stretches. It'll be 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off to rest and transition between the movements. And we're going to start off with our leg swings forward and backward with our left leg in 3, 2, 1. So, like I said, 30 seconds of leg swings forward and backward with your left leg. You can point your toes, you can flex your foot, you can hold on to something, you can bend your leg, just whatever makes this feel good for you. You're going to rest in 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to do beats back and forth, flex your foot, and forward and backward. I'm going to do that in 3, 2, 1. Just beats forward and backward. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. Just flex foot, forward, backward. Yep. Yeah. This one is to warm up your inner thighs as much as possible because we will also be stretching our middle splits. We have 10 seconds left. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, next up, we have the same thing on the right leg. So leg swings in 3, 2, 1. If you lose your balance a bit, that's okay. Just get right back into it. Like I said, you can hold on to something. So if your range of motion is down here, that's also okay. We're just trying to get the blood pumping through our legs so then the stretches aren't as much of a shock and we reduce the risk of injury. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, in 10 seconds, we'll do the beats with our right leg. 3, 2, 1. Start with the beats. Lost my balance right away there. It's okay. Halfway done. Three, 2, 1. Next, we'll be on the ground in our straddle. So legs out as wide as you can. 3, 2, 1. We're going to stretch over to the right. This one we're only going to do 15 seconds on each side. Or 3, 2, 1. Switch to the left side. Three, 2, 1. Next, after these 10 seconds, we're going to stretch towards the middle. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure that you're not rolling forward into your middle splits just yet. You're keeping your feet nice and turned out with your knees pointed up to the ceiling, because we will be doing our middle splits after this, after a 10-second rest. 10 seconds more. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Next, we will be going through into our middle splits. It's okay if you don't have them yet. 3, 2, 1. Roll forward. I don't have my middle splits yet, and I've been stretching them for I don't even know how many years. It's just not something that I have yet, so it's okay if you're up here on your hands, down here on your elbows, or all the way down here on your stomach. Just make sure that you're not pushing yourself to injury. Rest in 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, we have our lunge with our right leg. In 3, 2, 1, we're there. So if you're up here, that's perfectly fine. If you need to hold on to something, you do that. You can also balance up here, your hand on your leg, hands here on either side of your leg, or you can go down on your elbows as well. Just whatever feels more comfortable for you. 3, 2, 1, rest. The next one, we're going to gently put our knee on the ground and hold our foot in 3, 2, 1. This one will give you a really good stretch in the back quad. Make sure that your hips are as square as possible, because if you're out here, you're not going to be getting a good stretch. But if your hips are as square as possible, you'll be getting the best possible stretch and the most benefits from this routine. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Next, you're going to let go of your foot and gently put it on the ground. And we're going to go into this backwards hamstring stretch in 3, 2, 1. With this one, once again, make sure that your hips are as square as possible. If you're open, you might not get as good of a stretch. Make sure that your foot is flexed as well. You can even put your hand on it to make sure that it's as flexed as possible to get that hamstring. And you can also just be up here. You know, I have really tight hamstrings all the time. This stretch is pretty hard for me. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Next up, we're going to slide into our right splits as far as you can go. In 3, 2, 1. If you're up here, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure that your leg is straight. If you're down here, that's great. If you want to get something to oversplit on, you can do that, be my guest. You can also stretch forward and stretch backward. Try to grab your leg in any way you want. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to repeat everything that we just did on the left side, and then we'll be done. So left lunge in 3, 2, 1, go. So it is perfectly normal to have one leg be more flexible than the other one. We just try to strive for symmetry. At the end of the day, it's completely okay. It's completely normal if like my left splits and my right splits, they alternate with being my better splits. Rest in 3, 2, 1. We're gonna rest. Then we're going to pull in our foot to stretch out our quad in 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there, make sure that your hips are as square as possible. You can also be up here. Try to challenge your balance a little bit, or if this just works better for you. Rest in 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going to lean back into our hamstring stretch, making sure that our foot is nice and flexed. In 3, 2, 1, and we're there. Also, with these hamstring stretching forward stretches, make sure that you're trying to get your stomach to touch your leg first as opposed to your head, because I'm getting more of a stretch just by having my stomach touch here and my head all the way up here, as opposed to curling my back and touching my forehead to my knee. So try to almost like roll forward onto your leg. I don't know how long we've held this stretch for, so we might have held it for too long. Rest in 3, 2, 1. My bad if we held that for a little bit longer. But next, we're going to go into our splits on our left side in 3, 2, 1, and we're there. 30 seconds in this stretch, and then you're done for the day. Congratulations for getting through almost the entirety of this routine. We have 15 more seconds. Stretch forward, stretch back, do whatever feels good for you. Because at the end of the day, your stretching and your fitness should feel good for your body. And yeah, that's it. Rest in 1 second and we're done. Thank you so much for watching this. I will have other videos out soon, hopefully. And I hope you have a wonderful day.